X-Men Adventures issue 1 was the first appearance in comics for Morph. Yes, today we are looking at Hasbro Pulse's Morph action figure. We're going to be unboxing this one. This is really cool. Check out the artwork on this box, done in that VHS style. Of course, he was voiced by Ron Rubin, who is returning for X-Men 97, which I am really excited for. I'm sure you guys are too. Let's take a look at the back of the box. The mutant shapeshifter Morph returns to haunt the X-Men after being captured and manipulated by Mr. Sinister. So we're going to get this Morph out of the box and see what he's all about. Take a look at him up close and personal. Again, love the artwork. It is just as good as all of the others, so that is really cool. Let's get this box open, take a look inside and see what we've got. I'm super excited. This one retailed for $29.99, which is a considered purchase, but if you've collected the others, then I guess they've got you. You're going to want to collect this one. I am really happy to get this Morph into my collection because I have really enjoyed this cel shaded series of figures. I know they've not been for everyone, and I know a lot of people have the other sort of versions of them because these are all kind of repaints. Morph isn't, however, because I believe Morph is a new figure. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but here he is inside the packaging, which comes sort of cardboard and paper bag that we get used to with these. And here he is, the Morph action figure, and I really like this look of this action figure. It is really cool. We'll get that sort of X-Men 360 spin, like as if it's the end of the X-Men credits there. Take a good look at this one. Yes, I'm really happy that I've added him to the collection. He is super cool, and we're going to look at some of the finer details. So he is cel shaded down that jacket there. We can see it down the sides, which is really cool. And I love the attention to detail. They've got all these ruffles in the jacket, which is like a plastic jacket stuck over the top. It's the arms are sort of coloured and ruffled effect to make it look like it's part of the jacket, but they're not, and that allows for more articulation in the arms, if you understand what I mean. So here it is up nice and close and personal. I love the sort of zip and the collar here. And we can look, it's nice bright yellow underneath. We've got some cel shading under the chest there. We've got this stick-on X belt, which is really cool. And we've got the X logo on the jacket, just like he had in the animated series. This is absolutely awesome. So articulation-wise, pretty good. We can get those arms all the way up. It's only one joint on the elbow, not a double joint there, just the one single joint. So we've got a bit of less articulation there than what we're used to. We've got full rotation on the wrists, and we can move the chest down like so. So that's pretty good. We can get the leg up pretty far. It's pretty decent. What we've come to expect, that's as far up as I can get that one. And we've got full rotation in the thigh, and we've got a double joint in the knee, which is super stiff. So I'll do that in a minute, so I'll warm that up. We can spin that one around all the way, and we've got a half ball joint sort of in the foot there, so we can have some articulation in the feet as well. And we have articulation in the waist. There's the feet touching the back. Now I've warmed it up. Never just pull on them, you can break them. You kind of have to just gently do it, otherwise you can bust the figure. You don't want to do that. There he is. There is Morph. I love these little details. Really cool. I think he's a great representation of his character. We've got cel shading in under the chest, down from the top of the jacket down through the arms, which is really cool. We've got some cel shading down the inside there and down through the legs. So it's down through the torso, down through the arms, and then down through the thighs, down through into the boots. So that's where they've sort of used this sort of extra colour tone to give it that cel shaded look. We of course get an extra bag which contains a spare set of hands, which are more open, and I prefer them because they're always more animated, like rather than fists. And of course we get the evil Morph head. How cool is that? Let's pop that on. It's just a ball joint there, and we can pop on evil Morph's head. Definitely my preferred head of the two, but both are very good, really nice sculpted. Both look like Morph in my opinion. You may differ, let me know in the comments if you don't agree, but I definitely think it's a pretty good action figure. Definitely easy to pose as well, lots of posability with this guy, which is really cool. He stands really easy compared to say like Storm, who you have to balance, or Jean, because the head of those figures is quite heavy. Here he is against his backdrop, and I'm going to compare the two heads side by side. There's Evil Morph and Good Morph. And to think he was a throwaway character meant to be killed, but he was so popular they brought him back. Here he is against a X-Men Toy Biz Morph. How cool is that? I've got a lot of love for Toy Biz, as you guys know, especially you guys that are subscribed to my channel. And he also came with an Evil Morph head. Of course, we don't get extra heads with this morph, but we can just pop another Legend head on. Here's the Evil Morph comparison against the Evil Morph Toy Biz. Gotta do it if I've got it. And here he is in comparison for sort of size against Wolverine and Jubilee, Storm and Psylocke. Here he is against Lady Deathstrike, and here he is with Sinister. Gotta be done. Mr. Sinister. And here he is begging for his life. Leave me alone. Yeah, really cool sort of storyline they did with him. Here he is against Exemu, the Builder figure from the sort of villains wave that was done. And here he is alongside Jean and Storm. When you put them all together, the cel shaded effect is really cool, and you can see it starts to look really good when you put them all along, you know, side by side. Like I say, there's lots of posability with this character. He is super cool. To think he was just going to be killed off and was so popular they brought him back is a really cool sort of story, background story for him. And here he is with a Wolverine head, and here he is with a Jean head. Of course, the next one we're going to be getting will be Mystique. I cannot wait for that. And she comes with a baby Nightcrawler. And here they all are against their backdrop. I really like this line of figures. If you haven't got some of these X-Men before, because I know some people don't like these, but if you haven't, like me, these are a great series to collect. I really like these action figures. And Morph is definitely one of my favourites, and I'm very glad that I added him to the collection. Well guys, that's all I've got time for today. If you've enjoyed this, then please hit that like, please hit that subscribe. Until next time, good luck searching for that toy